Annually, one of the most important nurses organizations in the world, the Chinese Nurses Association, organizes a congress that brings together nurses from many parts of the world to discuss matters related to the class and to seek solutions for the improvement of the services provided to patients. This year of 2018, the guest of honor was the president of the New York State Nurses Association, Judy Sheridan-Gonzalez, that came to China with a group of nurses of Chinese descent to represent NYSNA in this event.
Just want to say thank you to all the nurse colleagues who are with us here today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your lives to come and join us in this really exciting endeavor. And it's really an honor to be here with everybody who knows the culture and knows the language and can share with the people here. Thank you.
We were invited to give a keynote address at the Chinese Nurses Association. It wasn't a union, I thought it might have been, but it was actually a professional association, mostly of educators and master's prepared nurses, I think some bachelor's prepared nurses. It's a big organization. We had a really interesting conversation about the differences in our country. They don't really have trade unions that negotiate terms and conditions of employment here. They have kind of subcommittees in the hospitals, and they have unions, but they're health worker unions, no nurses unions. But I don't think they play the same role that our unions play. We were trying to explain that in the context of social justice and a whole bunch of other issues.
This is a great trip for the nurses, New York State Nurses Association members, especially from our members who also was born in China. And knowing the healthcare system here, how it works and what we can learn from their system and the situation of the hospitals and the nurses in the hospitals. It's great to know that.
We bring our vision about nursing and our nursing care into a country that are totally different with their political systems and their way to practice medicine.
Days before the conference, NYSNA delegation visit two of the country's most renowned hospitals. In the federal capital, Beijing, the group visited the Peking Union Medical College Hospital, founded in 1906 by the Rockefeller Foundation. This hospital, with the arrival of the Communist Revolution led by Mao, was renamed to the Anti-Imperialism Hospital. Years later, and under the control of China's health minister, the hospital gained the current name and today is considered the best medical school in China.
American nurses and Chinese, they face the same social issues. A lot of patients have no health insurance, so we face the similar problems. I think two countries' nurses communicate with each other, find the best solution or the best strategy to fight with this.
From Beijing, the delegation traveled to Changsha City, capital of Hunan Province, famous for having been the place where Mao Zedong lived before joining the Communist Party in the 1920s. In Changsha, NYSNA's nurses visit the Xi'an Young Hospital Central South University, established in 1989. On the day of the conference, Mrs. Sheridan-Gonzalez, in the company of this refined group of nurses from New York State, was welcomed by the president of the Chinese Nurses Association, Mrs. Xishuang Yun, and some of its directors. NYSNA's delegation had a unique opportunity to get to know the local health care system more closely and to exchange ideas with their Chinese colleagues.
It's amazing coming to China to explore. For the conference, we have seen a lot of exchanges of ideas that we can bring the concept back to our union, and of course they also were able to take in our concept of union and nursing in a global way. And in this way we can exchange ideas and make everything more innovative, because there's over 1 billion people in China where their technology in healthcare and leadership and policymaking is all getting advanced. Where we are on the same level, but if we could combine the ideas together, it will make this a national, international growth where everyone would benefit, especially who is the most important, which is the patients.
At the time of Mrs. Sherna Gonzalez's most expected speech, she started greeting the local nurses on behalf of NYSNA.
Good morning, sisters and brothers.
兄弟姐妹们，早上好。
On behalf of the 40,000 members of New York State Nurses Association, I'm pleased to say that we're so very honored to be invited to participate in your national conference.
我代表纽约州护士协会的4万名成员，很高兴地说，非常荣幸地被邀请参加此次全国性的大会。
For us, caring for patients is as natural as breathing.
对我们来说，照顾病人就和呼吸一样自然。
Our faces are among the first ones that babies see when they enter the world, and are most often the last ones that patients. In the United States, in every poll and survey conducted, nurses consistently are the most trusted professionals year after year.
In the end, everyone applauded the message from the NYSNA president, hoping that a new meeting of nurses from New York and China will take place soon, and that the union here consolidated will last forever.
NYSNA should increase the opportunity for the nurses go abroad to bring the best knowledge or concept to say, since we are there so multiple culture.
We should be doing this way more often because there's how many countries out there. As we know, most nurses in America, we all came from different countries, we all have different backgrounds, and we originated from somewhere else. And we are seeing that America is being one of the leaders in nursing, that we are being treated fairly and it equals our peers. And this needs to also be shared with other countries, and we could all make nursing standard.
This high level of academic, educational, and interchange meetings all over the world serves to help NYSNA's members to understand better how to continue setting new standards in quality and innovation in patient care, research, and community services. Ronnie Corvello from Changsha, China.